Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Klonoa Door to Phantomile. In the last part, things got dark. And now we're going to continue on to Vision 5. Was the loop around necessary there, Pamela? I'm sorry, I don't think I can go where you're going with my body. Uh-huh, it's alright. Thank you. Well, we'll be gone for a while. Klonoa, be careful. What is with the violin that plays whenever she... Well, not violin. I think it's like a harpsichord that plays whenever she moves. So, this is the Temple of the Sun. Wow, what a place. Klonoa and... what? Hupo, right? Huh? We've been waiting. What took you so long? And you are... I am Priest Soler the Coronia. The Temple of the Sun. And the same's go for me, Soliel. Welcome. About time. They knew we were coming. I wonder why. By the way, did you see a bunch of weirdos come this way? Yes, yeah. Yeah. Please take a look. Look at it. Those 4 pedestals. An orb must be placed on each one to open the door to the altar. Neat orbs. But the orbs have all been taken by followers of Guardius. Without permission! Unfortunately, we're not good at fighting. You mean, we're imps. Please, can you help us get the 4 orbs back? You think you're tough enough? We beg you. We'll get nasty if you fail. Wait a minute. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? We have to do it. This is actually one of my favorite levels in the game. Basically, the way it works is that there's 2 branches, left and right, and each one has 2 orbs on it. And you have to find a way to each orb and bring it back to the pedestal. It sounds like a very simple concept, but it's actually done very well in my opinion. Mind you, this is also a level I had to practice about 4 times, same with the next level. Mind you, that still didn't that still didn't prevent me from forgetting some things, as we'll see in the second level, this part. Which, by the way, yeah, in case you haven't figured it out, we're pretty much doing a vision a part. Like, Vision 1 was 1 part, Vision 2 was 1 part, so on and so forth. Though, Vision 5 and 6 are easily going to be the longest, because some of these levels in the cutscenes get really long-winded. Though I predict this overall to be 7 parts long due to the bonus level and such. Anyway, this prisoner coming up here is one of the most specific in the game. You have to be on the left side of this spring in order to hit it. Which is really stupidly specific. I think they fixed that in the remake. Then again, the remake, if you haven't figured it out by this point, one of the things that they changed for the remake is obviously the graphics. And one of the big things they did for that is, while they gave all the backgrounds, obviously, a really good upgrade, they made all the 2D sprites into full 3D objects. So that's cool. Though one of the weird things that the remake also changed was combat-wise. I think Klonoa's wind shots shoot out farther and also have a... You can shoot more out of one side. Well, not more out of once. I think it's just a higher rate of fire, too. Anyway, this is pretty simple. Grab the red bunny, jump over the fire. And the flames. We carry on. And every time you get an orb, Klonoa places it back on its respective pedestal. However, it's also here I'm going to start doing some cutting so we can just save ourselves some time, because, without cutting and or fast-forwarding later on, this part would have been around a half-hour long. Vision 5 and 6 are really long-winded, so, yeah. And, in most areas, things are instant death, so watch out. Like, obviously bottomless pits are instant death, but so is the lava. So watch out for that. Really good music here, by the way. Then again, if you haven't noticed it at this point, that's just kind of my opinion of the full game. I actually mentioned it earlier, but, this game actually reminds me a lot of a game that some of you may have heard of. I mentioned it, I think, in, like, part 2. But it reminds me of a game by the name of Tomba. If you haven't played Tomba, I recommend you check it out. I think it's on the PlayStation Network by now. But what it is, it's essentially a game very much like this in terms of design. 2D sprites with 3D backgrounds. Except you play as a caveman trying to get some stuff back from evil pigs. And the game is really fun, but really hard. but the bosses are pathetic. I recommend, I don't want to go fully into depth with it, because it's... The best way to describe it, really, is a platformer with RPG elements. Very similar to, Super Paper Mario. But I recommend you check it out. It's actually very decent. Just don't go for 100%, because that's where things start getting nightmaric. Nightmaric, yeah, that's a word. I think you can generally tell which pathway you're on in terms of what, No, actually, you know what? Forget that point. I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Huh. Don't you hate it when that happens? I'm just gonna hit that switch now. We're not going for that one yet. Because that, for me, is gonna be the final gem. Though some people will probably head right first, because, going left to right, green is third, and I'm going for yellow next, which is the fourth one, technically. We get these little juggernaut enemies here, which aren't that hard. Basically just... Okay, how did I miss all those? Seriously. Just jump or walk in front of them when there are chains behind them, and you won't get hit. Because the actual chain doesn't hurt. Prisoner right there. Now, I kind of wonder what it's like being one of those eggs. Actually, it kind of reminds me of a question I raised to myself when I was playing Brave Fencer Musashi for the first time. What's it like in the Bichitite fields? So they actually kind of explain that, like, towards the end of the game, which is pretty cool. I do think it's impossible to have more than one orb at once, due to the way that the level's designed. There might be a way to glitch it so that you can, but I'm not sure. And now we're back over here because we're going for the fourth gem, which is honestly, in my opinion, probably the easiest to get, because there's little in the way of instant death, or damage in general, this direction. There's this fire, which I got hit by, stupidly. Also, two things. I think it may have already happened at this point, but there's 2 points in this video where my gem counter is inconsistent. And that is because, like at the Seedoff fight, when I was recording the 2 levels for this part, my recorder crashed. Well, not really crashed, but that footage got corrupt, so I had to re-record a lot of the level. So, if that happens, and you notice that gem counter being inconsistent, that's why. I'm not sure what it is, too, because Fraps usually doesn't give me much shit. It usually does it fairly well, though I get kind of... no, what's the word? I get kind of irritated at some of the file sizes for, parts of Symphony of the Night and such. Because Symphony of the Night parts can reach upwards of 50 gigs, which is ridiculous, whereas these are generally like 12. Mind you, then again, that's also like, what, a 15-minute part in comparison to an hour long? Either way, that's the last door. Pretty simple level design, honestly. But at the same time, it's a really fun level to venture through. And now we can enter this door. And the level ends as soon as you hit the switch. Whoa! Well done. Not bad. The path to the altar has been opened. The High Priest will surely be happy too. Be happy. You have our permission. What now? A solar eclipse? Is this some kind of joke? Gaudius. He has the moon pendant. Obviously, dummy. Gaudius. The dark spirit Gaudius is bewitched by Nightmare. He's awakened from a 3,000-year sleep and now seeks revenge. In other words, Mr. Evil himself. There's still time. Go to the altar before the seal is broken. What are you waiting for? How about you guys? We're pacifists. We're wimps. There. Enter into the light. It won't hurt. Well, that was the thing. And that was actually a miniature plot dump about Gaudius, too. Though I have to admit, Soliel is one of my favorite characters in the game, just because he's so blunt and straightforward. He's actually like me when I'm with my friends. Let's see, how many people is that we've rescued now? Let's see. 4 times 6 equals 24. 48-ish? I can't count, so... Either way, I think there's a total of 72 in the game, so we're getting fairly close either way. And Vision 5 too. I hate this level. What's that? Hey, are you alright? Oh. Thank you. I was ambushed. Who are you? I'm the High Priest Moar. I'm the keeper of this sanctuary. Klonoa, we've got to... That's right. Where's Gaudius? Too late. The moon gate's been opened. The Kingdom of Legend will return soon. That can't be! The Moon Kingdom crest gathers up dream power, and gives shape to Phantomile. That is everything you see around you. Gaudius wants to replace that dream with nightmares, and set loose evil into the world. Don't give up now! Even if the Moon Kingdom appears, we can still stop Gaudius! You're right. We'll make it in time. Very well. I leave everything up to you. Go ahead to the sanctuary. Okay. The eclipse gives power to evil ones. Take advantage of your enemies while there's light. While there's light. And that's pretty much why I hate the level right here. The gimmick with this level is that when you're in the outside sections, it alternates between day and night. Well, sort of. It's kind of like a lit and dark, pretty much. And everything's pretty much normal when you're in the light, but when you're in the dark, enemies become immortal, and there's this little boo thing that likes to track you down. That's pretty much the only big gimmick there. The other gimmick is that there are platforms. You can see one just on the right of the screen right now, actually. That one right there. When it's light out, they're small. When it's dark, they're big. And that's pretty much it for the gimmick. But at the same time, because the enemies become immortal, it gets really annoying because you have to keep in mind well, that means you have a time limit pretty much for certain platforming challenges. And I don't like time limits in my platformers. Except for Mario, but then again, those are pretty much inconsequential. When you're inside, though, everything is safe. Really good music in this level, though. I think the inside and the outside have their own separate themes. Or might just be variations on one theme. If it is either way, there is some serious audio problems that actually happen in this level. When it comes to audio lag, at least, with the background music switching. I'm gonna guess it's my emulator itself, or just the recording freaking out again, because I could have sworn it was normal when I was actually recording. This is actually a pretty short level if you're just going to beat it, but I'm going for all the prisoners, so it adds a couple minutes. And even then, there's the boss at the end of this vision, who I absolutely hate. Actually, there's been a boss at the end of every vision aside from Vision 1, hasn't there? Vision 1-1 had the boss instead of 1-2, if I recall. Yeah, that sounds about right, I think. I forget at this point, honestly. Really, though, it's whenever enemies have the ability... It's not... how am I trying to say here? My biggest problem with this level is that it has one of my least favorite kind of gimmicks. Enemies that you cannot kill for a certain period of time. That... bosses with full healing abilities... and bosses with auto-life are some of my least favorite things ever. Though, mind you, when it comes to bosses with auto-life, I only can think of Caius from 13-2. I think that was his name, right? And, this is gonna really date my gaming experience, but, Simpsons Wrestling with Flanders. Freaking Flanders. God, that was so stupid. Why give the final boss auto-life? Seriously. Mind you, didn't Zero Miss in 4 have some form of auto life, if I recall? I forget. Anyway, it's here that I'm technically gonna be a bit stupid. What I do is that there is a prisoner I miss here. You're supposed to head right there for prisoner number 5, but I accidentally skip him and go right for prisoner number 6. I'll go back for him later, it's just the fact that I forget you can do it. And thankfully you can get back up there with the use of those 2 red bunnies. Actually, speaking of bunnies, what the hell is Klonoa? Is he a bunny, a cat? What the hell? Mind you, actually, I can see bunny a bit more than cat. Because, his ears remind me a lot of Lopunny and Bunary from, Pokemon. So they might be based off the same thing there. Or at least similar things. Anyway, double jump up here, hit that, and this is where you find the 5th prisoner, though for me he's the 6th. I hate this section, by the way. You have to hit the switch, and then you have to time it perfectly so you grab an enemy during the day, or right after night ends, get over here, and then double jump with it. I cut past that because that took like a minute and a half. Because my timing in this section sucks, I'll be honest. Thankfully, once you get here, you're pretty close to the end of the level. Head right to get to a very interesting section. Pretty much our goal here is to get that red bunny back there. Hitting the switches lowers the gate. We need this guy so we can get a double jump in the previous room that we cannot reach otherwise. So pretty much we just have to go in a giant circle and obviously hit the switches. Thankfully, there aren't many enemies here that are troublesome, but there is plenty of instant death opportunity, be it the lava or the instant death pit. Though, mind you, this is just me being kind of a logic person. Why put lava over where there's instant death anyway? I guess for a quicker death? It's kind of like a Gutsman stage in Mega Man 1 where they sped up Mega Man's falling speed for that one section just so you can get back to the game a bit faster. But seriously, why? Yeah, actually, I recall for a fact, here's where my gem count's a bit inconsistent. Because, my recorder crashed, corrupted, whatever the thing did. Seriously, what is it about Klonoa that makes Fraps freak out? I'm legitimately curious. Anyway, once we head up here, we're heading up to the boss. Which is my least favorite boss in the game. Yay. Though I like the intro animation here. That's pretty cool. Where are we? It's you, little brats. Guardius! Dark Spirit! Your mistake, Joker. Sire! These young ones were so strong. I mean, that is to say... Never mind. Guardius, what do you want? Want? This is just simple revenge. Revenge? Yes, fools with foolish dreams like you imprisoned me in darkness. Well, I'll plunge all of you and your world into a sea of nightmares. We have the Demon Lavis in our hands. The Moon Kingdom will bear the egg of destruction, and soon appear unto these lands. The time has come. That's like the second time we've seen him, isn't it? Guardius, we have to follow him. Let's not be too hasty. Huh? Can't you see? If we can't settle it once and for all here, I can't live with myself. You'll see. Witness my powers of darkness. Time for the Joker battle, my least favorite boss fight in the game. The way he works is that there's still the day-night cycle to keep in mind. But he took like 5 minutes, and he also killed me, so we're fast-forwarding for this. What you have to do is that he walks around the stage, so you actually have to hit him in the back when his fists aren't there. Because his fists do count as damage. When it gets to night, I forget if that's on screen because my recorder's lagging, he turns into a weird demon thing. And then you have to step on the panels in order to get them back to normal colors. So, he goes back to the light, and you can damage him again. It's actually a pretty simple boss fight. It's just that he's also really annoying and hard at the same time. Seriously, I hate this guy.
My time seems to be up here. Shame, defeated, dishonored. But, the time has come. Listen well. The sound of the Moon Kingdom's return. You'll end up in darkness in a nightmare. In a world of nothingness. My Guardius.
Oh, so they were in that kind of relationship. Yeah, okay then. Jeez, did you see how angry Klonoa got there? Good lord, sir, that was ferocious. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 6, we're heading to the Moon Kingdom to hopefully stop Ghadius's plans again. See you guys then.